right, how many people in this room, just out of curiosity, when I first started, mentioned, remember me talking about that part-time job where you'll make an extra $5,000 to $30,000 or more per year for the rest of your life? Do you still want that job? Okay? To get a job like that, you got to have some education, you got to have some tools. And you don't get something for nothing in the world. And I like to go over what is the education, and I think we agree with that, and what those tools are. It is simple, and there are some things that are even better than free. People think you get it for free, it's as good as it gets, and there are some things that are better. I have a program called Tax Strategies for Business Professionals. What you had was a very small portion of what's in here. This is 11 hours of the best material that I present all over the world. It has 27 ways to write off your fund, with a lot more. I even have to cut out some of that because I had limited time. How to write off your vacation anywhere in the world. I'm not exaggerating. How to make your house a tax-deductible gold mine. 5 ways to write off the equivalent of your kids' education and weddings. I just covered one. How to eliminate. How many people in this room would love to eliminate roughly 50% of all their Social Security for the rest of their life? Okay? How many people would like to eliminate about 75% of all their capital gains taxes for the rest of their life? All right? All of that's in here. How to make your car a tax-deductible gold mine. How to bulletproof. We have all those things. What do you do if you get an audit? Where you should incorporate, when you should incorporate. Estimated taxes. How to keep as much money in your pocket and as little to the government and get rid of those penalties. All of that is in my Tax Strategies program. I have both a U.S. and a Canadian version. Totally different, okay? My version was done in conjunction with Canada Revenue Agency's Rulings Directorate and Deloitte Touche up in Ottawa. So that's why we did it in Canada. This program you can listen to in the entire program in 15 minutes a week. I am not exaggerating. It is simple, it is clear, and it will give an alarming rate of deductions. In fact, it is so simple and clear that it's endorsed for continuing education in the United States for 46 states for CPAs, which is the highest rung you can achieve as an accountant. It's endorsed in every state of the country for certified financial planners for their continuing education. So this has been reviewed by a minimum of 2 regulatory agencies in every state of the country. And I'm not saying this because it's complicated. I've had accountants come up to me, and I really have, and they said, Mr. Botkin, no, don't tell people about the self-insured medical reimbursement plan. No. You want to tell them things like it's complicated, so they'll come to us, they'll think we have to use us and pay us $300 an hour. I've had dozens of people say that. They have a vested interest in complexity. I have a vested interest in simplicity. And now how do I do it? Because I've had over 50,000 students. And I've asked them, what didn't you understand? What did you fear? And so I've made it easier and easier. You might have read about my album. It's been written up in Newsweek. It's been written up in the Globe and Mail. It's been written up in the New York Times. It's been written up all over the place. Point is, this will recover the money that you are already paying and get it consistently back. That's it for the education. Now, what are the tools? One of the things I've been emphasizing is to have a well-documented what? Tax diary, tax organizer. How many people have ever heard of Franklin Planner? We have a system that looks exactly like a Franklin. It is a 7-hole punch. It has everything the Franklin has, the address log, the phone log. But our diaries have some things, this is the way it looks like with the binder. It even comes with the binder, leather binder. But our diary has some things that they do not have. We have a 2-year at a glance calendar, not 1 year, 2 years. All the Saturday, Sunday night appointments are all covered. All the questions for entertainment, who, where, why, when, how much, are all covered. All the questions for travel, all the questions for hiring kids, all the documentation is right there, right in front of you every day, 365 days a year. Mileage, color-coded. Why is that? Because by having it in front of you, it'll force you to do it. And you'll never have to worry about an IRS audit or CRA audit again. And I just got a letter, it's on my website, my Tax Reduction Institute website, where we had an attorney representing someone who was at one of our events here, by the way, and the person was being audited, and the IRS agent was so impressed with the diary, he wanted to know if we can get one of these for his daughter. How's that for a testimonial?